people. That's what Fortnite's all about right there. So many people staying alive. It's all about the cash. Players outside of the storm. It's pandemonium.
Valk is down, squatting dog is down. Lupo just went down as well. He was knocked by the storm. It's ticking for 8.
So everyone's just dropping like flies. You see the player count at the top right of your screen. Myth is going to be trapped outside, but he has a med kit. He has a med kit.
Someone else used a rip to go, and he just happened to get picked up.
Like, what are you even supposed to do there? By the way, rocking the umbrella, God bless. Anyway, like, what are you supposed to do there in that scenario? What are you supposed to do? Ghost Camo takes out Agony.
Myth very quickly looked for. Did you see the stats? He's only taken 24 damage? What? Myth, how? You legend. So Myth is trying to calculate where he's going to go. His trajectory, Iran there goes down.
He took a bunch of damage there, though. I think he's going up against Corn Rio, and Christo's going to be out, so Dr. Lupo's team will be eliminated there. Myth going to have to pop that med kit. He'll have time as well. So many players. Pack a puncher. You could basically sneeze on him, and he will be eliminated from this game. You can throw cotton candy at the man. There you go. Pack a puncher's going to be gone. Gotaga's going to be trapped outside.
Symphony is super low down below. If he's not careful, he touches that storm wall, he's going to take damage.
Kinstar is still going to be in this. Symphony, the Edit God. Fear itself is going to be eliminated. A player's going to be down low. I think that will be Myth. No, that's Base Ramos. Base Ramos is going to go.
Myth eliminated Sir Wing somewhere, so Myth must still be alive.
I saw the Frost Umbrella, and I thought that was Myth there for a brief moment.
Yeah, gotcha. Myth is still alive. He's only got one elim. Svenos is here as well by himself. A lot of these people, their dual partners down. This is coming down to singles.
Yeah, some of the best. Yeah, Corn. You got Conario. You have Scissors, Typical Gamer, Myth, Kinstar, Gotaga, Svenos. All these players left alive. Svenos just took up to the top there.
And Myth takes down Symphony, who was super, super low. And look, he still has a Slurp Juice. He needs just 2 seconds. That's it. It's okay. He's going to take a little bit of damage from the storm, but it'll be topped off. And he's facing off against Svenos. NA versus EU happening right now.
Svenos has no resources. He's very low on HP as well. He's going to be trapped outside. He's getting chunked for a lot of damage.
It's Typical Gamer from up top.
Typical Gamer. Oh, Typical Gamer gets the win. The victory royale. Wow. So well done from Typical Gamer. 4 eliminations in that game for him. Myth finishing in the top 3. Svenos second place yet again, but still a profitable day for the European Wonder God.
Wonder God.
That's what I'm calling him now.
There you go.
Here's the final moments from that game from Typical Gamer's POV. Picks off Myth, finds Svenos low. Svenos basically was at 12 HP, gets the W, and Typical Gamer. I mean, really, the 3 players that you see here, so exquisite at Fortnite. So fun. So fun.
Man, and that's, I mean, Typical Gamer, again, he stuck to his guns just like we called out earlier. He utilized that floating island to his advantage, and then he just...
Players Lounge, one key thing to note. For player integrity reasons, skins have been randomized during these matches. Every game, everyone's going to be using different skins. There's Tfue. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is time. Game number 1 of the Fall Skirmish Grand Finals, live from TwitchCon. It's standing room only, 100 of the best Fortnite players in the world, and the battle bus has launched. Good luck to all. Make some noise.
Looks like we've got a southeast to kind of mid-north bus path. You see the players jumping out, just kind of finding an even spread. You see in that southeast corner, Jack, too, people dropping over the water to get as low as possible before the parachute, their glider opens so they can float on in. The little set of even just looking at the minimap, who do you think that pair of red arrows is down there in that set of houses? I'm going to bet you anything.
I'm going to say it's Tfue and Cloak, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys, they scrim against each other. They play those custom games against each other. They know where they like to land. Chap's probably going to go towards Whaling. Tfue and Cloak's probably going to play that southeasternmost town, as some reference it as Westworld. Aiden and Nick Merckx.
You see even flying over here right now, looks like Tendon's already having taken damage from that little pair in there. J-Love and Punisher dishing it out in Dusty Divot, but there are still players floating into it. Nick Merckx and Aiden trying to establish dominance in Tilted Towers, but Super Evan and Gottnick took the large gray building. We'll have to see a little 2v2 in the town here.
And Nick Merckx and Aiden, they're part of the Controller Gang. Hey, who's repping Controller Gang out there in the crowd? Hey, there's a lot of people rooting for him for that reason. Off the break, you see they land together. They mention their aggression. 99 players remaining, now 98 in the lobby as Cease goes down early.
Having seen Nick Merckx and Aiden both play separately, it's impressive to me to hear Nick in that interview say that Aiden might be the only player he's ever encountered that is more aggressive than he is, and he's shown it many times in the past, both of them mixing up together. But that same team now back here, we saw that early damage as we were flying over the path of the bus, and J-Love, Germ, setting up here, and Dusty. These players, you'll notice they'll harvest even just one single piece off of a roof. Going for the snipe shot, just barely misses by the ankle of his opponent as it rotates away to the north. Tree going down, not often seen though. The trees, typically competitive players leave those up so that they don't kind of throw up a signal flare as to, hey, here I am. He's looking at the shot just on the corner.
He knew the tree was weak, tries to predict it. So as you mentioned, most times players don't fully destroy those trees. They get them down to 50 health. Well, guess what? Hits it with the clean burst, tries to immediately follow it up. Heads up play doesn't happen there as of yet. Now remember the point system and breakdown, folks. 3 eliminations is what you need to get at least 1 point. Right now, no team with 3 as you'd expect.
We do
Quick
have
shot
2
there on attendance though. And he's kind of trapped in this back room with only enough materials to build one more wall. This could spell disaster as these 2 players are split. That's the last wall. They've made it on in. The pump, the help from the teammate, knocks on either side. Germ down to just 12 hit points.
Securing that elimination. Not enough though. Punisher without a teammate now, but 150 HP to his name. That 50 shield there, pretty important. Gets a pair of eliminations. Teammate in striking distance of their first point. Meanwhile, Nibs and Korea, we mentioned this is a replay from earlier, how they picked up their first pair of elims. Barely holding on, Jack.
Doesn't get much closer than that as we check back in with Tilted Towers. We knew earlier on from seeing the overall map view that there was only 4 players here in total. Now, it does look like a slight health advantage would go over to Godnick and Super Evan. You'd know Aiden's got his eyes on that big shield right inside that new building. As they'll just continue to rotate, work together, farming up those materials. 89 players left. And this is, as you mentioned, if you're watching maybe for one of the first times one of these events, these games play out much, much different. Why are there still so many players remaining? What is the main difference here, Lupo?
Players are looking to earn points, and it's based on eliminations and placement. And so putting themselves in bad positions, you know, exposing themselves just by being overly aggressive, going for eliminations is not necessarily the best play. In fact, I'd say it's probably the worst play. The crowd behind us as we switch between the POVs of Super Evan Godnick and
make some noise every time there's someone you recognize, folks. Yeah.
But players, they're going to try and play more for position in a situation like this because you don't have to engage every single fight. You don't have to be aggressive. You play intelligently, you play strategically, and sometimes that includes waiting. So the player count right now is still 89 left. Only a few teams have gone down as we've seen people fight for the same POI when they land. And that's going to be pretty common, like you said, in a competitive match like this.
Ooh, and a nice suppressed epic assault rifle right there as they'll keep this high ground.